Hello and welcome to all our viewers in Nigeria and around the world to Midday News on Global Television, coming to you live from the nation's capital, Abuja. A quick reminder that Global Television is on DSTV channel 365 and free to air on Night Consult. I am Uyi Agmofwebe, welcoming you to the news. President Bola Tinubu has joined other world leaders in mourning the passing of former United States President Jimmy Carter. The president, in a statement issued in his by Special Advisor on Information and Strategy, Bayo Onamiga, extended his condolences to the government and people of the U.S., hailing the former president as a beacon of service to humanity, whose legacy transcended his tenure as the 39th President of the United States. Jimmy Carter passed away on Sunday at the age of 100. In other news, the Nigeria Meteorological Agency, NIMET, has predicted dust haze from Monday to Wednesday across the country. This is according to the agency's weather outlook released in Abuja. And NIMET predicted moderate dust haze on Monday in the northern region with a visibility range of 2 kilometers to 5 kilometers, while anticipating an early morning mist or fog in the southern part of the country, and moderate dust haze with a visibility range of between 2 and 5 kilometers during the forecast period. According to NIMET, thick dust haze is expected throughout the forecast period in the northern region on Wednesday, and it urges the public to adhere to safety advisories issued by relevant authorities and airline operators to get airport-specific weather reports for effective planning in their operations. The Ooni of Ife, Oba Adeyeye Ogunwusi Ojaja II, says there is no reason Nigeria should be a poor nation. The monarch, in a statement, also emphasized the untapped potential of cassava derivatives such as sorbitol, starch, and ethanol, industries worth billions of dollars globally but underutilized in Nigeria. The Ooni commended the bold initiative to convert over 20,000 hectares of land into mechanized cassava plantations, describing it as a groundbreaking step toward redefining Nigeria's agricultural landscape. The presidency has called on the governor of Bauchi State, Bala Mohammed, to retract the statement that the North will show President Tinubu its true color, saying it is particularly concerning and does not reflect the constructive dialogue needed between states and the federal government. The governor made the statement while kicking against the Tax Reform Act of President Bola Tinubu, which is before the Senate. Special Advisor to the President on Media and Public Communications, Sunday Dare, said the inflammatory rhetoric of the governor regarding the tax bills and direct threats towards the federal government are unbecoming of his office as a state governor. Dare revealed that despite Tinubu administration giving 144 billion naira in federal allocations to Bauchi states under Mohammed's leadership, the state continues to grapple with serious developmental challenges and high poverty rates. Telecommunications operators in Nigeria have warned that service disruptions are imminent unless tariffs are adjusted to account for escalating operational costs. Chairman of the Association of Licensed Telecommunications Operators of Nigeria, Benga Adebayo, issued the warning in a statement describing the telecom sector as under siege. He cited soaring operational costs driven by inflation, volatile exchange rates, and rising energy prices, noting that despite these challenges, tariffs have remained unchanged, leaving operators struggling to maintain quality service and expand their networks. The Nigeria Customs Service says it will auction 15,325 liters of seized premium motor spirit, popularly called petrol, to ease transportation during the festive period. National Coordinator of the Services Operation Whirlwind, Hussein Ejebuno, made the announcement at a press briefing in Lagos State. Ejebuno said the product, valued at 27.5 million naira, was seized during operations in Lagos and Ogun states, noting that the Controller General of Customs, Adewale Adeni, has directed that the products be auctioned at the rate of 10,000 naira per 25 liters. The coordinator further said a court condemnation order and all legal processes have been finalized by the Office of the Legal Advisor to aid the auction process. Reports say security has been tightened at the Nigeria-Niger public borders, especially within the Sokoto axis following an alert on the activities of the terror group popularly called Lakurawa. But officials of the Nigerian Immigration Service have said there is no cause for alarm. According to reports, the Nigerian Immigration Service as well as other security agencies had stepped up efforts to frustrate incursions of illegal migrants into the country as they closely monitor the borders. Also, the deployment of recently inaugurated President Bola Tinubu Technology Innovation Complex, BATIC, has provided an edge for the Nigerian Immigration Service to secure the country's land borders as it is fitted with sophisticated technology gadgets for surveillance, monitoring and evaluation of happenings at all borders. The Nigerian Army's 34 Artillery Brigade, or Binze Owerri, in Imo State has celebrated its annual West African social activities, also called WASA, for the year 2024. The colorful event brought together dignitaries, soldiers, and community members, showcasing cultural diversity and the Army's commitment to fostering peace and unity in the state. Correspondent Amarachi Ibe was there for Global Television.
The event showed cultural dance, a tug-of-war competition, the symbolic lighting of the fire, all aimed at fostering unity and strengthening bonds among soldiers and the host community.
God bless you. God bless you, the team.
Representing the governor of Imo State, Hope Uzodinma, the Commissioner for Homeland Security and Vigilante, Modesu Sosakwe, commended the Army for their great efforts in ensuring a peaceful Imo State. He also praised for the repose of the souls of fallen heroes who paid the ultimate price for the nation's peace.
On this note, I say a big thank you to the officers and soldiers of the brigade for their great efforts in ensuring a peaceful Imo State. As we go into the new year, I urge you all to redouble your efforts to ensure the state is free from all forms of criminality and illicit social vices. For our dearly departed personnel, may their souls rest in eternal peace.
The commander of the 34 Artillery Brigade, Brigadier General Usman Lawal, thanked his officers and soldiers for their dedication throughout 2024, highlighting the brigade's achievements during the year and their role in sustaining peace in the region.
Achievements of the brigade so far has led to the reduction of crime, particularly kidnappings, armed robbery and activities of the secessionist group. This has been achieved mostly through deterrence and force protection in timely manner and by the neutralization of criminal elements. Additionally, the brigade has been able to dislodge the unknown IPOC ESN from their various strongholds.
In his remarks, the representative of the General Officer Commanding 82 Division Enugu, Brigadier General Olayinka Zubairu, spoke on the importance of civil-military relationship, urging criminal elements to lay down their weapons and embrace peace.
Civil-military relations have been very, very wonderful. We don't used to have it so good in the past. As you can see, the Commissioner of Police was here, the Civil Defense representative, all other security agencies, all of them have been here. My advice, the message for them is to drop their weapons, to drop their criminal activities and join up to make the country a very peaceful and progressive nation.
The event also saw the recognition of outstanding officers and individuals for their exceptional contributions. From Owerri, Amarachi Ibe, reporting for Global TV News.
We appreciate your reporting, Amarachi Ibe, there from Owerri in Imo State. The Socio-Economic Rights and Accountability Project SERAP has called on President Bola Tinubu to direct the Code of Conduct Bureau, CCB, to publish his declared assets. SERAP also urged President Tinubu to encourage Vice President Kashif Shettima, ministers and state governors, as well as National Assembly leaders to follow suit. This is stated in a press release shared and signed by SERAP's Deputy Director Kalawole Oluwadare. The organization commended the president for his recent statement during his first presidential media chat, in which he indicated that he might request the Code of Conduct Bureau to release his assets. The House of Representatives is considering a bill to separate the offices of the Attorney General of the Federation from that of Minister of Justice. Offices of the Attorney General of the states will also be separated from the Commissioner of Justice if the bill scales through. The bill is seeking alteration to Section 150 of the 1999 Constitution as amended, with the introduction of subsection 1 to read, "There shall be an Attorney General of the Federation who shall be the Chief Law Officer of the Federation, different from the person occupying the position of Minister of Justice, to be appointed by the President, subject to the confirmation of the Senate." President of the Senate, Godswill Akpabio, has urged the Nigerian judiciary to strive towards peace and unity of Nigeria through fair administration of justice across the nation. In a statement by Special Assistant on Media and Communication, Anyete Ekong, Senator Akpabio made this remark in Uyo, Akwa Ibom State Capital, at a special Thanksgiving event held in honor of Justice Ntong Festus Ntong on his elevation to the Court of Appeal. Senator Akpabio hailed Justice Ntong as a courageous and fearless judge who has distinguished himself in the legal profession and urged him to continue to dispense justice with the highest level of integrity. He also urged aspiring lawyers to emulate his exemplary qualities. You watch the live broadcast of Midday News on Global Television, coming to you from the nation's capital, Abuja. When the rest of Midday News returns, a road crash kills 71 in Ethiopia. We shall bring you those details as well as foreign and business stories. Do stay with us. Now time to turn to business for you. Ministry of Industry, Trade and Investment has disclosed that it is driving regulatory collaboration with the Central Bank of Nigeria, CBN, to promote climate exporting environment to suit local manufacturing needs. The ministry further stated that it is working on the regulatory framework and opening discussions on policies with the Apex Bank and other stakeholders to make exporters comfortable and committed to bringing back their export proceeds to the Nigerian economy. Minister of Industry, Trade and Investment, Jumoke Oduwole, while speaking on the policy direction, also assured manufacturers that the country's free trade zones are designed to accelerate exports and not to harm local manufacturers. Federal Ministry of Finance has disclosed that the government of Saudi Arabia is exploring the possibility of investing in Nigeria's infrastructure sector. This is coming after a high-level Nigerian delegation visited the oil-rich Gulf nation. Contained in a statement by the spokesman of the ministry, Mohammed Manga, in Abuja, the delegation led by Minister of Finance and Coordinating Minister of the Economy, Wale Edu, was said to have engaged key Saudi ministers and institutions in bilateral talks during the visit. The delegation held strategic talks with the Saudi Development Fund to explore potential areas of collaboration aimed at boosting infrastructure and economic developments in Nigeria. A group under the auspices of the Sea Empowerment Research Center says the currency swap deal between Nigeria and China may pose several challenges to the country's active participation and activities in implementing the Africa Continental Free Trade Agreement. The group, in a document signed by its head, Eugene Weke, noted that the agency's swap deal might increase Nigeria's dependence on the Chinese yuan, limiting the country's ability to participate fully in the agreement. China and Nigeria had last week renewed a 15 billion yuan currency swap agreement aimed at enhancing trade and investment between both nations, and is expected to bolster financial cooperation and promote the broader use of the yuan and naira in bilateral transactions. Recent trade figures released by the National Bureau of Statistics, NBS, has indicated that Nigeria's crude oil exports have surged to 24.18 trillion naira in the first 9 months of 2024, driven by increased demand from top buyers, including the United States, France, and Spain. Nigeria maintained its status as one of Africa's leading crude oil exporters, supplying its high-quality crude to a variety of countries across the globe, which indicated that despite fluctuations in global oil prices and shifting energy policies worldwide, Nigeria's crude oil remained in high demand. In a significant shift in global oil trade dynamics, the United States has overtaken the Netherlands as Nigeria's largest crude oil buyer. The World Bank has released a $1.5 billion loan to Nigeria following the federal government's implementation of a few of its economic reforms, including removing fuel subsidies and introducing tax policies. This is contained in the Apex Bank says it had approved two operations, $1.5 billion for the Nigeria reforms for economic stabilization to enable transformation, redevelopment policy financing program, and $750 million for the Nigeria Accelerating Resource Mobilization Reforms program results. This combined $2.25 billion package provides immediate financial and technical support to Nigeria's urgent efforts to stabilize the economy and scale up support to the poor and most economically at risk, according to a document released by the World Bank. On the foreign scene, the death toll from a road accident in southern Ethiopia has risen to at least 71. The Sidama Police Commission Traffic Prevention and Control Directorate said that 68 males and 3 females are known to have died in the accident so far, citing Chief Inspector Daniel Sankura, while 2 others have reportedly sustained heavy physical injuries. The police commission says the incident occurred at around 5:30 p.m. local time when the vehicle plunged off a road and into a river. Quite an unfortunate incident there. Let's turn to Asia now, where South Korea has ordered a comprehensive inspection of all Boeing 737-800 aircraft operated by the country's carriers after a Jeju airplane crashed, landed, and burst into flames, killing 179 people on board. U.S. air safety officials and staff from the beleaguered aircraft maker Boeing were arriving to join investigators probing the worst air disaster on South Korean soil, which officials initially blamed on a collision with birds. The Boeing 737-800 was carrying 181 people from Thailand to South Korea when it made a midday call and barely landing before crashing into a barrier and bursting into flames. Everyone on board Jeju flight 2216 was killed except 2 flight attendants pulled from the wreckage. And that's still a developing story, by the way, and Global Television will keep an eye out for you as it unfolds. Now time to catch some excitement from the world of sports. Mohamed Salah has downplayed personal accolades, insisting his focus remains on winning the Premier League with Liverpool. The Egyptian star, who played a pivotal role in Liverpool's dominant 5-0 victory over West Ham on Sunday, emphasized the importance of teamwork and humility. Salah told reporters that he is not thinking about the Ballon d'Or, but stressed that he wants to win the Premier League and he will do his best for the team to win a trophy. In tennis, Katie Butler and Charles Broome have helped Great Britain beat Argentina in their Group F opener of the United Cup. Great Britain led 1-0 after Butler beats Nadia Podoroska 6-2, 6-3, but Argentina hit back when Thomas Martin Etchery overcame a stomach issue to see off Billy Harris 3-6, 6-3, 6-2. British number 1 Butler and Broome 26 came through their mixed doubles rubber against Maria Lourdes-Carly and Edgery 7-6, 7-5. Great Britain meet Australia in their next Group F encounter on 1st January. Victory will put them into the quarter-finals in Perth, Australia. The United Cup began in 2023 with the United States of America winning the inaugural edition and Germany taking the title in 2024. And that's it on the Global Television's Midday News. A quick reminder that Global TV is on DSTV channel 365, start times 276, and free to air on Nigecomsat. Kindly follow us across all social media platforms using @Global TV NG, as well as other handles as you now see on your screen. I'm Uyi Agmofobe. Send a big thank you to you for watching. I will see you again.